Hey, topping analyze math and history, and we are going to take a look at inequalities, but we're also going to be investigating what eagle palms are and how they are awarded. So from the last video, we explained that when you become an Eagle Scout in Boy Scouts, that is the highest rank in Boy Scouting. But if you earn more than 21 merit badges, if you get to a multiple of 5, every extra 5 badges you earn will get you a palm. And if you keep getting 5 more and more and more, you'll get even more palms. So in the last video, we talked about how to do algebra and how to do inequalities. But what we said is if we had an Eagle Scout that earned 36 badges, how many palms would he earn? And we turned out that x is going to equal 3. X represented the number of palms. But there is something that's missing that's not fully there. There are some information that we haven't looked at. What happens if we have an Eagle Scout that has earned 28 badges instead? So what we have to do is take a look at inequalities. So let's get started. I think we already understand the equal sign, and we also understand greater and less than. If we try to show that on a graph, for example, let's say x is equal to 6. If this is 0 right here, then 6 is right there, and you replace a dot right there. That is the equal sign. If you try to draw a number line for greater than, let's say x has to be greater than 6. If this is 0 right here, and if this is 6 right here, what we would have to do is make an open bubble and go all the way up here to infinity. The reason why we have an open bubble is because x cannot be 6. X has to be more or greater than 6. If we try to do less than, it's a whole different ball game, but it has the same principles. If this is 0 and this is 6, we have to draw an open dot because it means it's not including 6, and go all the way that way towards negative infinity. So we already understand these 3 symbols. However, there are 2 new symbols that we're going to take a look at. Let's say x can be greater than 6, but instead x can be greater or equal to 6. So you see how I wrote that line underneath the greater sign? That is from the equal sign. That is derived directly from the equal sign. So we take that part there. So x can be greater or equal to 6. So if this is 0 right here, and 6 is right here, then we are going to have a full fill-in bubble, because x can be equal to 6, or greater, which is towards infinity. We also introduced another symbol where x can be less than or equal to 6. In that case scenario, we draw another number line, and if this is 0 and this is 6, we fill in the bubble because it means it's including 6. X could be 6 or anywhere up to negative infinity. So these 2 here and here are going to be the new symbols, which is also going to help us with eagle palm and inequalities and understanding how many palms an Eagle Scout can get. Remember, to earn the Eagle Scout rank, a Scout must earn at least 21 merit badges. So let's look at this chart. So this section of the chart right here talks about the number of badges in total the Scout has. Once you become an Eagle Scout and earn your 21 badges, any badges that you earn that are extra or those that are over 21 can be used to get Eagle Palms, and you earn 1 palm for every 5 badges that you earn. So on our table right here, if the first column represents the number of badges, the second column represents the number of extra badges, 21 are not included because they were earned for the Eagle rank. So any extra badges that were not geared towards Eagle can count here. And every 5 badges you earn will get some palms. And the order goes from 5, 10, 15, 20, and you go from bronze, gold, silver. Bronze, gold, silver. So now you have to understand a Boy Scout that's an Eagle Scout that has 28 badges, how many palms will he get? To understand that, we'll have to make some kind of equality in the equality. So, the Scout has 28 badges right here. We're going to take a look at the total number of badges, because the Eagle palms do count for extra badges, but this Scout here earned a total of 28. So if you take a look at number of badges, we're going to say that 31 and 36 are going to be the range of where the Scout is in terms of number of badges. But hang on, this is a little bit confusing, because in the last video, we said that a Scout that earned 36 badges will get 3 palms. And it's going to break even with 36 right there. But how are we going to calculate 28? Does that mean the Scout does not get any palms? Well, here comes the inequalities, and this is why inequalities is used for real life, or is used in the real world. So let's say X is going to be in the middle. So X is going to represent the total number of mirror badges earned by the Scout. If he has earned 28, then let's take a look at the chart. So right here, 28 is in the range between 26 and 31. And it means that he could have earned 5 or 10 extra badges, but also the number of palms. He might qualify for a bronze and or qualify for a gold, but we don't know yet because 28 doesn't break even. It's not these numbers, but it's in between these numbers. That's why we learn about inequalities in real life. So let's make an equation. If 28 represented X, then we're going to say that X has to be greater or equal to 26, because that's our lower boundary. However, X is going to have to be less than 31. The reason why we did that is because 28 is in the middle of 26 and 31. If the Scout has earned exactly 31 badges, he qualifies to get a silver palm, including the palms below it. If he gets below 31, if he got like 30 or below, he doesn't qualify for a silver. He'll get a gold and a bronze. So what we're going to say is this makes the equation true. 28 is greater or equal to 26, but is also less than 31, meaning he will get 1 bronze palm. But here's the challenge. What happens if the Scout tries really hard and gets an astonishing 87 merit badges? Let's see what we can do. So if we put 87 right here and put X right there, let's see what the restrictions are. So 87 right here is in between 86 and 91. So what we're going to do is say X has to be greater or equal to 86. And then X is going to be less than, the higher restriction is 91. So it has to be less than 91. If you take a look at the chart, he has gotten over 86 badges, meaning he'll get an astonishing of 12 palms. He can't get 13 because 87 does not equal or is more than 91. So therefore, this Scout is going to earn 12 palms. So let's try and put this on a graph to put these limits and visualize. Here's the graph. The number of badges is going to be on the x-axis, and the number of palms is going to be on the y-axis. When you take a look at the different statistics of this graph, it talks about the different limits. For example, the scout that has earned 28 badges is going to be around right here. He is in the limits between 26 and 31. That will give him 1 palm. The scout that has earned an astonishing 87, if we go up to 80 and go up here, 87 is going to be around here. Around 11 or 12 palms. So here's 86 and here's 87. So that other scout is going to earn a total of 12 palms. So the arrows represent the limits and anything in the limits will fit. I hope this video has helped you understand what eagle palms are, how many you can get, and what inequalities are. Did you know the maximum number of eagle palms a scout can get is 23? That means he would have to earn almost every mirror badge there is. The Boy Scouts of America has around 140 badges. Can you get them all? Let's see. Type in the comments below how many badges you have and see on the chart how many palms you would get if you got Eagle Scout.